Hi, and welcome back to my channel, where I am documenting my journey on the Optavia 5-in-1 plan. And if you don't know what Optavia is, please feel free to reach out to me. My information is listed in the description box below. But essentially, the Optavia 5-in-1 program consists of having 5 fuelings a day that come to you in your Optavia box and making 1 lean and green at home. And today I have a lean and green recipe. And what I am making today is Zucchini Spinach Manicotti. And the recipe that I'm using is 4 servings. So I'm actually gonna cut it in half and make 2 servings. I wish Mike was over so that he could have the other serving, but I probably will just have that maybe for my lean and green tomorrow. So I've got to do a little math in my head, but I'm looking at the recipe and what it calls for is 1 zucchini, and I have to use a mandolin slicer. Now, I have a food chopper and I really like it. I've only used it to chop food. I got it on Amazon and I will actually link that below. But it also has a mandolin blade. So I am going to attempt to figure out how to use that. And you slice the zucchini lengthwise. And then it also calls for 3/4 cup of part skim ricotta cheese. It calls for 1/2 cup of frozen spinach, thawed and patted dry, which I have. And it calls for 3/4 cup of reduced fat mozzarella and an 1/8 cup of grated Parmesan cheese, some salt, and nutmeg is optional. I am probably not going to put the nutmeg in. It also calls for 1/2 cup of low sugar tomato sauce. I will use the Rao's marinara. So essentially what you do is you preheat your oven to 375. You then slice the zucchini using the mandolin slicer. And in a bowl, you combine the ricotta, oh, I forgot. It also calls for an egg. Now, I'm not sure exactly how I'm gonna split an egg in half. I'm just going to whip the egg and then use about half. So you combine the ricotta, the egg, the spinach, 1/4 cup of the mozzarella cheese, the Parmesan, salt, and then nutmeg if you're using it. And you layer 3 slices of the sliced zucchini and kind of overlap it a little bit. And you put the ricotta egg mixture inside and you roll that up and you put it in a lightly greased pan, and then you put the tomato sauce and the rest of the mozzarella cheese. And then you bake it for 25 minutes. So I'm a little bit nervous about the mandolin slicer. So I'm gonna do that first and see how the zucchini turns out. So I will meet you back here in a minute with my mandolin slicer. Okay, so I have probably a medium-sized zucchini, and I put my mandolin slicer blade in my chopper, and I did a couple test runs. Now, I know it said 3 ribbons of zucchini, but because they're gonna be smaller than what the recipe calls for, I probably will end up using more than 3 to make the manicotti. And I also don't want to cut my fingers, which I'm in grave danger of doing. So let me do these slices and see how they turn out. Well, look at that. Aren't those pretty? Okay, I'm gonna slice up this zucchini.
looking for a way to return to the time when everything was easy to learn. Don't know when it started to get so serious, building up an illusion of a world full of trust, moving on when everything's gone. It's hard to be strong. Confusion in my mind, no way to turn back time. My soul in need of remedy, don't even know the enemy. When I feel out of touch, can't seem to get enough.
Wow, that really made quite a lot of zucchini. I didn't go all the way through. I just have this much left because I figured after that I'd be dangerously close to slicing my fingers. All right, now that I have my zucchini sliced by the mandolin, now I'm gonna make my egg mixture with the ricotta cheese. Okay, so I am going to start with my part skim ricotta cheese, and I'm cutting this recipe in half. So for 2 servings, I'm going to use 3/4 cup of the part skim ricotta. Now to that, I add half of this egg. So let me see. It was a smaller egg. So let me just put, that's good. That looks like about half. Half of this egg. And now I've got to add my spinach. So I have frozen spinach. I need to thaw that out in the microwave and pat it dry, and then add half a cup to this.
World full of trust, moving on when everything's gone. It's hard to be strong. Confusion in my mind, no way to turn back time. My soul in need of remedy, don't even know the enemy. When I feel out of touch, can't seem to get enough. Hiding away from everyone, I don't know where I'm coming from. It feels like it never happened, maybe just a dream. Could it be my imagination?
Okay, I am going to lightly spray my pan. Now this is only making 2 servings. However, we were supposed to get the zucchini slices to be 1/8 of an inch thick, and I think this is rather thin. So I'm going to layer them a little closer together. Let me see. I want to try to get them close in size. All right, so I'm gonna layer these kind of on the thick side, and then I'm gonna start making my manicotti. I'm thinking with this mixture that I'm gonna make 4 of them, and that 2 will be a serving size. So let me get started with that. Okay, so I have my manicotti in the pan. The next step is to put half a cup of the Rayo's over the top and then half a cup of the mozzarella cheese. and then we bake it in the oven for 25 minutes. So let me do that.
I've been dreaming so much lately about your face when you're smiling. It's the only thing that saves me. Hey, I don't know if I told you that I think you're beautiful, and how I can't wait to hold you. Yeah, you pull me up when I'm falling down, and I don't know what I would do without you. Yeah, you pull me up when I'm falling down. Hey, now look into my eyes. You can use them as a mirror, baby.
All right, so I just took my Zucchini Spinach Manicotti out of the oven, and it is piping hot. So I'm gonna wait for this to cool down, and then I will report back as to how it tastes. Oh my gosh, that Zucchini Spinach Manicotti was absolutely delicious. If you like lasagna type meals, that is the meal for you. And what I forgot to tell you is when all is said and done, it's 1 lean, 3 greens, and 1 condiment. So it fits neat and tidy into your day. So the mandolin slicer was kind of interesting. I had never used it before. I thought it would be a lot more difficult to use. And I didn't cut my fingers off, so that's a good thing. And I definitely will make that recipe again. So I know I'm basically doing just a lean and green today, but I am going to leave you guys with my new favorite fueling hack, which you've already seen before if you follow my channel. I mix the chocolate chip cookie fueling with the brownie fueling. I add 4 tablespoons of water, and then I make it into about 6 cookies. And 3 cookies is a serving size. So I am going to whip that up and have that for my last fueling of the day. And then tomorrow, which will be in my next video, I am doing a what I eat in the day. And I am gonna take those other 3 cookies to work and have it with some coffee. So I'm gonna get started with that, and then I will say goodnight.
I don't know if I told you that I think you're beautiful, and how I can't wait to hold you. Yeah, you pull me up when I'm falling down, and I don't know what I would do without you. Yeah, you pull me up when I'm falling down. Hey, now look into my eyes. You can use them as a mirror, baby. You're my ticket to paradise. Hey, now everything's alright. We've been longing for each other, and it feels like I'm on cloud 9.
All right, so I made my cookies and they look delicious. I am not quite ready for my next fueling. My friend Gina's coming over, and this hair, gotta do the roots. We are coloring our hair when she comes over. So I am leaving for Hawaii in a couple days, and tomorrow I'm gonna film a what I eat in the day and also packing for Hawaii, which I will share with you guys. I'm excited and a little nervous, so hopefully everything will be fine. We've got the hurricanes going down in Florida, and I really hope that everybody is okay. But I have been advised that it could mess up flight schedules across the nation, so hopefully everything will be fine. So on that note, I am going to say goodnight. If you like this video, please like it below and subscribe to my channel and tick that notification bell so you are alerted every time I upload a new video. All right, I will see you guys tomorrow.